Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I've been away for a while, as a break from Conan actually, about 6 months I've been away. Not made many videos, and well, not done any videos because I've not been playing. I deleted the game to completely make sure I had a break from it. It's best to do it every now and again. I think on games, just have a complete break when you have a sort of a burnout. Otherwise, you know, you just end up pulling your hair out. I had a break. They bought out DLC, Sorcerer DLC. So I had a friend shout me out and said, "Do you fancy go back into Conan and just sort of teaming up again like old days and just doing sort of practicing builds and check out what Sorcerer's stuff about?" I said, "Yeah, okay, sure did." And a friend in this I teamed up with, he's got a YouTube channel as well, so I will link that somewhere in the description or at the end, so you can go and check out his channel. He does builds mainly. He doesn't. I don't think he's made any raid videos yet. Anyway, yeah, well, I joined him and then we come in. So we started on this server, made a little sandstone base. We're just sort of farming stuff like that, and we got raided by sort of, I'll call them the secondary alphas, wannabe alphas. They raided us, so it's what the game's about, really. So I thought, I took it on the chin, sort of collecting stuff again, put some Wheel of Pains down. They took the Wheel of Pains out as well. My God, Unbreakable the name is. This clan's name is Unbreakable. They took out our Wheels of Pain, so we thought, whoa, oh dear. You know, we're seen as the players. We're not amateurs by any means. We're just trying to sort of step back. These guys have been going around raiding other people. We're just trying to stay out of it, but
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
so we tried to stay sort of fairly placid and just enjoy the game. We wasn't allowed. Destiny drove us back into raids, so we decided to raid them. So my first action was to go and check out their base, find their base, check it out. They got two bases, one in the savannah by the White Tiger and one here. This looks like their main base. I thought I'd check it out, so I just run up naked, come across their first wall defence, went round it with ease, as you've just seen. Come across their second wall of defence. As you've seen, if you've seen my videos, my series is, I'm no amateur to breaking into people's bases. In fact, I've broken into a lot better defended bases than this one, including bases like anti-climb bases and all sorts, and anti-catapult bases and trebuchet bases. I've climbed into the most obscure bases. So this was a walk in the park. To be honest, clearly, as you can actually see by the footage, I didn't hesitate on any of it. So I went through the second defence. I'm not sure why they didn't have any archers and that. I did do this. I always do this out of raid time, so the thralls and that don't bother me, so I can just have a look. But yeah, I went past the second wall with ease. It was just not a threat. I don't even see the point of it, to be honest. But I think these things do put off a lot of players. A lot of players do come along and see us think, oh man, I'm going to have to blow for that wall, and I'm going to have to blow for that wall, and we use X amount of bombs. It's not worth the effort. I'll just keep quiet. And then these are the kind of people that these alphas pick on and target. They will let you build your stuff up, rob it, let you build up again, rob it. We aren't that sort. We aren't those people. So I went up to the third and final gate, climbed that, looked at his crenellade and thought, there we go, this is a very common mistake people make when making bases, because you know, even the alphas make mistakes. Get on the crenellade, use it to climb around the base. So, because he doesn't stagger it, you should stagger your crenellade, as I've shown in videos before. He's not, so you can just simply climb along it like this and go around this entire wall. Which, because it's funny, because as you see when I go around the corner, they've layered those gates. So it would have took a load of bombs. I think there's about 10 gates there. I just got through it without using a single bomb or anything. Just literally, you can see it here. I've literally just climbed bypassed the whole thing. But why am I doing this? I'm not raiding at the moment. I'm just checking out the base, looking for weaknesses. So I've already found 3 weaknesses how to get in. But this is likely not the way we would go in, because of the amount of thralls and the amount of crap in the way. So my mission was to go through this and go, right, let's have a look. Never pick up anything, by the way, if you are scanning bases, because the moment you pick up, it will show on their what do you call it, their log, their raid log, that you've been in their base and picked their stuff up, and it completely give the game away. So that's why I looked in it but never touched anything. So I'm going to have a quick look around and see if I can find another route in, which I did. I thought, well, but, you know, this is quite well defended at the front. Not really, it would slow us. It's not well defended, but it would slow us down, and we ain't got the time for this. There's only 2 of us. We've not got much. We've just got some bombs and that's it, and some arrows and stuff that we put together. So yeah, we thought we ain't got time to waste fighting all these thralls and that. We've got one thrall to fight, to use ourselves to fight them with. We ain't got the time to waste on that. We don't want to bring any we don't want to bring anything along anyway, much along, because we don't want to waste our resources going through all this. So I went in the back of the base, because that's usually a weakness. Most people's bases like this is the back and the top. So my idea was to go in the back and check it out, and then find a route to the top of the base. Unfortunately, as night descended, it made things a lot harder, because trying to play this game in the dark at night is just a nightmare. It's the darkest game I've ever played. You literally cannot see anything, and the amount of times I've died trying to raid someone in the dark. But anyway, yes, I had a look around the back of the base, as you can see, and I found a weakness. I found a way in. That was enough for me. I found there's no thralls, no defence really at the back. So that was enough for me. So time to parkour back out of this shithole. Being the professional parkourer that I am, I got down back to the ground with ease, even though it's exceptionally up. There we go. Back to the ground. And now it's just a matter of getting some resources together, picking a knight, and doing the raid. Okay, so here you are in position. I've created a little vault, put a little run on it, just to sort of put him on there as a sort of alert mechanism. So if anyone comes on and goes near it, he sort of makes a noise and alerts me that there is someone at the safe, so I don't have to continuously keep paying attention to it. But anyway, yeah, got my vault ready, got my little bed ready. Time to gear up. In bondage attire. I don't know why I've dressed like this. Anyway, so in the background, as you can see, my mate has set up a trebuchet. So he's going to trebuchet in through the back doors, so to speak. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to break some of this crenellade down using explosive arrows as another route to the roof. So hopefully, these boulders should break a hole in the wall. Meanwhile, I'm going to find another passage up. Also, I'm sort of help him direct his boulders so he gets on target with those. So we're just going to sort of mingle here for a bit while he punches holes in this wall, hopefully, with the trebuchet. I'm going to blow away some of this crenellade, so it gives me a better route up onto that level. However, what we quickly discovered is the trebuchets are shit. I don't know if they've nerfed them or what, but he's fired about 60 boulders now and it's not even broke a foundation. Problem with them is that they're too erratic. They don't pinpoint the same spot all the time, and yeah, they're just not breaking this foundation. So I had to find another way in. And as I said before, sometimes the roof is the quickest way into a base. People don't really defend the roof, and you've only got ceilings to defend it, not foundations, so you can break down a lot easier. So yeah, the plan was to get to the roof, and considering I've only got one more crenellade defending the roof, only what I had to do is blow that out. So I went to work blowing out the final crenellade that gives me access to the roof. So clearly I blew out the last crenellade, and using the explosive arrows and the poison arrows combined, and climbed up onto the roof. There were some workstations here, which I cleared. We didn't really need any of it, so I dropped the majority of it, to be honest. Just got rid of it. I don't need it. I don't need it. They won't be needing it. So just dropped it on the floor and let it decay. So I cleared all those out, and yeah, look, the base is, the roof is completely undefended as I predicted. Then we wait for night to pass, and in the morning my friend brought up some more bombs and we went to work blowing our way through the roof. And as we placed bombs, we switched it up using poison and explosive arrows. One of us was using poison, the other using explosive, so we can just get a quicker rotation on the explosives. So yes, we'd plant bombs, blow them up, explosive arrows, poison arrows, and it just rinse, repeat. However, we eventually discovered that I'd layered the roof. So this is where there's just multiple layers of ceilings and foundations and what have you. And we didn't want to waste bombs basically going through all this, because it could go down, you know, it could go down several floors, quite a few floors, and yeah, there are a lot of bombs to go through. It would be probably quicker going through the side we decided. So we gave up on this route and switched it up and went around to find another route, alternative way in, which is where we was firing our boulders in the first place. Those foundations are probably weakened already, so we've decided to go around there and start planting bombs and blowing through the side. We knew roughly from looking at other maps and stuff and doing our research that there is an entrance in through the side. It's a small one, but you can get in. So here we are, going in through the side. Cleared out some of the spikes they had, and they had a few poison mines which we just got rid of, and then started blowing our way through the side using some bombs and explosive arrows and poison arrows. So we'd plant the bombs, do the major damage, and then follow it up with a round of explosive, poison, explosive arrows in sort of unison like that, until we just quickly break through the foundations, as you can see. So here we are, just blasting our way in, just going at it, hammer and tong. It was at this point we could hear thralls now reacting to our explosives and running around, so we knew we must have only been about 1 or 2 foundations to go. We was basically almost in. Notice we haven't got any thralls ourselves, we didn't bother. And you can see by our gear we're carrying very minimalistic. We just basically take the tools we need, that's it. So we was ready to go for it. Let's do this. And we're in. There we go. Punch the hole in. Unfortunately, there's a workstation in the way, so we couldn't actually climb in. And there is some thralls and some archers, and thralls running around inside. So our next step now is to try to minimise the damage, because we don't want to break the workstations before we can get in. So we had to switch it up to well-timed explosive arrows and mainly poison and acid arrows. Yeah, we had a stack of acid arrows on us as well, yes. To just destroy their gas defensive masks that you can get. I don't know what they're called now. So you wipe them out, use the acid to disintegrate their helmets, their masks, then they can breathe in the gas that you're firing at them. So yes, it was time to rotate explosive, poison and gas arrows and destroy the thralls so we get access to all their loot.
Enemies at the gate! You're on cap, mate. set. Identify yourself.
So having took what we could just grab and took it down to our safe spot, wherever it was, and disposed of the majority of all the thralls. Now we had a couple left that were just paining us because obviously we weren't geared up for fighting, so we had to sort of take the time to slowly kill these off. We died a couple of times, but you know, no problem, just come back up again. Yes, you can see we just started rummaging through their gear, and they've got a lot of stuff. There's literally chests everywhere. literally everywhere. We'd really hit the payload here. We'd broke straight into the direct sort of centre of their base, so to speak. All their workstations were here. We found one of their beds. We found one of them asleep. We wiped their bed, obviously, and killed them. And emptied all their workstations out and dropped anything we didn't want, which was a lot of it. But there was just so much loot here. And look at all these chests. Look at all these chests.
Shit.
So from here on in, it was easy pickings. They had no defences. They had nothing that could stop us. There was a lot of chests. We even found all their dragon powder. So it was, and there was thousands and thousands of dragon powder. It was just a case now of just blowing all this shit up, taking what we wanted and leaving the rest to decay. So we went to, so we basically went shopping. We just went to town, just spending the next hour just obliterating everything we could find in it, every chest, anything we could find. And it turns out, once inside, we could finally see that we was right. They had layered it. There was, as you can see, quite a few floors to this place, and it would have been a lot harder to bomb down and whatever, and then coming through the top than it would have been through the sides, as you can see. So yeah, we made the right move, right decision there, and we just carried on blowing shit up. And now we was geared up with all their loot. We had tons and tons more bombs, explosive arrows, acid arrows, the lot. We decided to keep blowing. So we decided to go for the doors that were there and blow through there and simply just go through their entire base. In doing so, we come across a few of their thralls, which we killed. We also come across another one of their guys asleep, who we slaughtered in his sleep. Just carried on killing until we sort of got bored. So this is us killing. But all good things come to an end, and eventually we decided to leave and call it a night. I think we'd done enough work. We'd killed the sort of all their thralls inside. We'd taken all their loot. We'd completely ransacked them, and we got bundles and bundles of loot. And our next task now was to store it on the 3 vaults we had, and then ship it all back to our base, which is probably the hardest task of all. Yeah, so we thought we would make our way back out. So yeah, and we got prepared to leave. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're learning something, because that's the best thing you can do in this game, is to learn. You'd be shocked at the amount of people that have played this game for years and still have got nowhere. It's a fantastic game, Conan, and I do advise people to jump in and play it. It has a massive hard learning curve though, just be warned about that. But this might not be the end. We might see a second part to this video, so keep an eye out. And I think we're going to come back now and do some more raiding videos and tips videos. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye for now.